What's up, fight fans? Thank you as always for passing by the channel. Much appreciated. Hit that subscribe button if you are new. All right, so obviously I'm filming inside again. It's absolutely pouring down outside, so no choice, unfortunately, but to film inside. All right, let's talk Tyson Fury and his snub at the Sports Personality of the Year Awards. I'm not shocked. I mean, if you're like me and you've been watching boxing for the last, I don't know, 15, 20 years, then you'll realize that in that time period, I think there's only been, what, 2 or 3 boxers to ever make the top 10 and eventually the top 6. And if you consider what our boxers have achieved in the last sort of 15, 20 years, it shows that I feel like we as fans, we have boxing here, right? If you're a hardcore boxing fan, in our eyes, especially in my eyes, boxing is, I think, behind football, the second biggest and best sport in this country. Like, rugby doesn't get close for me, cricket doesn't get close. Athletics does get close when it comes to the Olympics and World Championship. And then you've got other sports, F1, netball, whatever. But I think boxing, in terms of its growth, in the last 5 years, it's now, I think, definitely the second biggest sport. But that's the way we view it. Mainstream media don't view it like that. I think when you look at mainstream media, they still look at boxing as being barbaric. I've spoken to journalists who never and will never watch boxing. They look at it as barbaric. They don't want to and wouldn't go to a boxing event. And I'm talking proper top journalists here. I'm not just talking the average Joe. I think over the last few years, people like Anthony Joshua have done a bit to repair it, just because of the way he is and the way he talks. But in general, they just do not like our sport of boxing. I mean, a number of people have asked for sport to be banned. So when we do get snubs like this, it shouldn't be too big a shock. That's just the way it is, right? They don't like our sport of boxing. So I don't think this is a reflection of Tyson Fury. I think Tyson Fury's had an unbelievable 12 months. Honestly, it's like a movie. And if any other sports person had this 12 months, I mean, they would have won the award going away. It would have been an easy voting system. You think of what Tyson Fury's done this year. You're talking about arguably winning the WBC heavyweight belt, but it's more than that. It's openness about depression. It's talking about mental health, something that we've all probably struggled with a little bit. It's coming down from 400 pounds, putting the drink down, putting the drugs down. It's been an amazing 12 months. So for him to not get nominated, again, it's a reflection on boxing. I'm not too upset he didn't win, and people might be upset about that. I mean, I just wanted him to be in the top 6. I just wanted him to be in the top 6 so we can actually have a discussion about where boxing is going right now. If anything, I actually thought that the winner would have been Dina Asher-Smith. I'm a massive athletics fan, and I think her 12 months has been incredible. And she has what others don't have on that list, which is personality, right? I think we're getting away from the title of the award, Sports Personality of the Year. Tyson Fury clearly has that. I can't think of a boxer from Britain, aside from maybe Prince Nassim Hamed, who had more personality than Tyson Fury. And I actually think Tyson Fury might eclipse Prince Nassim Hamed. He has everything. But again, it's how our sport is looked. Even if you think of the organisers of the event, BBC, they don't even show boxing. They don't even care for boxing. I think the last time the BBC had any interest in professional boxing is when they gave that 10-fight contract. Was it 10-fight contract? Or 5-fight contract to Audley Harrison after the Olympic Games in Sydney. They really don't care about boxing, but nor does the mainstream media. If you were to take away the coverage given to boxing by YouTubers like myself and Hatman and Ultra at a very low level, and then obviously the bigger ones, the IFLs, the Fight Hypes, the Seconds Out, remove what they do from British boxing and you'll realize that the mainstream media just doesn't give a shit about British boxing. We don't make the front pages. We barely make the back pages. Ringside was cancelled. Yes, we have toe-to-toe with Spencer Fearon, but again, is that enough? Boxing isn't as big as we think it is. And I know there were other people on that list, like I think netball was on that list as well, but trust me, they prefer to write about netball than they do about boxing. Boxing has a long way to go to fix that barbaric image, and I don't think it ever will really fix that image. Again, I speak to loads of journalists who just won't go and won't watch a boxing match. They prefer to watch any other sport rather than boxing, and to an extent mixed martial arts as well. I don't think boxing will ever fix that image. I mean, look, in the last sort of 2 or 3 years, I think there's been, what, 2 or 3 deaths in a British boxing ring. That doesn't help. Boxing has a long way to go to be considered a tier 1 sport, not just in this country, but in America as well. If you think America love boxing, you need to get your ass over to America and you'll realize that it is way down on the pecking order of top sports. That's why I'm not shocked that it's been snubbed once again from the Sports Personality of the Year Awards. We are a very, very small community, boxing fans. Again, that's why I don't think this snub is a reflection on Tyson Fury. I think it's more a reflection on boxing in general. And it's going to take a while, I think, to change the narrative that boxing is a good sport. Boxing is a sport that takes people off the streets and gives them an opportunity. But that narrative right now isn't being heard. And I think it's going to take a while for it to be heard.